I'll be your student physical therapist today. Before we get started, can you please confirm your name and date of birth?
Devin Michael Holloway, 3/13/1998.
Thank you. So I noticed in your chart that you were diagnosed with subacromial impingement, so you just have an impingement going on in your right shoulder. So today we are going to do a couple other tests. I'm going to do a manual technique, and then I'm going to give you an exercise to take home. Does that sound okay?
Sounds okay?
Okay. So for case 1, the patient has a subacromial impingement. So the first thing I'm going to do is the rotator cuff tear cluster, just to make sure that there's no tears in the rotator cuffs, because with subacromial impingement, the patient is at higher risk for a rotator cuff tear. So the first test that we're going to do is I'm going to bring your arm up to the side for you, and then I want you to slowly lower it down. Is there any pain with that?
No.
Okay, good. And then we're going to bring your arms up out to the side, and I'm going to put pressure at your wrists. I want you to let me know. I want you to resist me. Don't let me push you down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Any pain with that?
No.
Okay. And then I am going to turn your wrist this way like you're pouring out an empty can. I'm going to apply pressure at your wrist. Don't let me push you down. Any pain with that?
No.
Okay. And then I'm going to have you act like you're giving a champagne toast. I'm going to put pressure at your wrist, and don't let me push you down. 1, 2, 3. Any pain with that?
No.
Okay. And then bringing your arm to the side, I'm going to push you in. I want you to resist me this way, so don't let me push your arm inward. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Any pain with that?
No.
Okay. And then I'm going to flip your arm over, and I'm going to try to push you down, so I want you to resist me this way. Don't let me push you down. 1, 2, 3. Any pain?
No.
Good. And then the last one, I'm going to have you stand up.
Sure.
Yeah. And you're going to turn this way. Okay. Then I want you to bring your arm behind your back like you're scratching an itch. Good. And then the first thing I want you to do is just try to bring your arm off your back like that.
Okay.
Can you do that for me? Any pain there?
No.
Okay. And I'm going to apply pressure, and then I don't want you to let me push you in, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Any pain with that?
No.
Good. Okay, so there we were testing all the muscles in your rotator cuff. I just wanted to make sure that there was no tears there. So the next thing I want you to do is just go ahead and lay on your back with your head this way.
Okay.
So this patient has restrictions in posterior and inferior motions, so with posterior capsule. So I'm going to do posterior and inferior glides to help with the range of motion in that glenohumeral joint, so that we can fix the joint restrictions first before we move on to correcting muscle imbalances. So I'm going to have you scoot towards me. Okay. Just go ahead and relax your arm. So first I'm going to do inferior glides. How does that feel?
Fine.
Any pain there?
Nope.
Okay, and then I'm also going to do posterior glides. Any pain there?
No.
And again, that's just to help with the restrictions in the posterior capsule and help facilitate motions inferior and posterior. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is give you an exercise to do at home. So in order to keep the mobility that we just gained by doing those mobilizations, I'm going to teach you what's called the sleeper stretch. So I'm going to have you, you can scoot this way a little bit, and then you're going to lay on your side facing me. And I want you to be turning about 3/4 of the way, not all the way. And go ahead and just lay down. And then we're going to give you something to prop under your elbow. Okay, good. So you can, let me give you a pillow. There you go. So this is called the sleeper stretch. So what I'm going to have you do is use your other arm. You're just going to be pushing this arm toward the bed.
Okay.
So go ahead and try that using this arm. You're pushing this arm down. Do you feel a stretch?
Yes.
And where do you feel?
Up here.
So are you feeling it more in the front or in the back?
In the back.
Okay, good. So we're going to hold this for about 30 seconds, and you can do this 3 times a day. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we're doing the sleeper stretch to help with facilitating that posterior capsule stretch. So that way we can correct those joint restrictions, and then we'll move on to the muscle imbalances.